Hi, I'm Troy Sims. I'm the Minister of Discipleship here at Williamsburg United Methodist. I'm one of the pastors here, and I'm glad that you've tuned in today for our midweek video. Today, I want us to think about something that we often hear people say, and that is that religion and politics don't mix. And I'm not sure that I buy that completely. Maybe we can say that religion and partisan politics don't mix, because if we're really honest, no one party gets everything right or everything wrong. But I think when we look at the biblical witness, we actually see there's actually an awful lot of politics in the Bible. A lot of scholars will say that the Jewish law, the Torah, is basically the constitution of the ancient Israelite people. But to bring it forward several centuries to the time of Jesus, did you ever realize that the phrase, Jesus is Lord, is a political statement? I mean, think about it. There was one other Lord in that time period, and that was Caesar, the king of Rome. So to say that Jesus is Lord is to say that Caesar is not Lord. If you bring it forward to the 1930s, you have the phrase Mein Führer in Germany. Jesus is Mein Führer. To bring it to today, Jesus is my president. But think about this as well. The phrase the kingdom of God or the kingdom of heaven is also political, because that word kingdom makes it political. It's a nation. It's an empire. And so to talk about the kingdom of God is to talk against the kingdom of Caesar. To talk about the kingdom of heaven is to talk against the kingdom of Rome. So the question becomes, to which nation do I give my ultimate allegiance? God or Caesar? But one of the most poignant examples that I think I can see in the New Testament is on the Sunday before Jesus was betrayed. It's also the Sunday before Passover. If you remember, Passover is a remembrance of the political freedom that the Israelites receive with God's power against the Egyptians. But you have Pilate coming into the city of Jerusalem, and he's coming in with war horses, with chariots, with an army. And what he's basically saying is, hey, Israelites, I know you're about to celebrate this remembrance of your political freedom. Don't expect it this weekend. We're here. We're the ones that's in power. Live with it. But on the other side of town, you have Jesus. He's coming into town on a young donkey. Jesus is leading a nonviolent protest, saying that the ways of Caesar, the ways of Pontius Pilate, those are not the ways that we should be following. We should be following the peaceful ways of God, these ways that Jesus embodies. So the question for us today is not whether or not religion and politics mix. I think the question for us today is, how will our religion, how will our faith, how will the teachings of Jesus, the ones that the Lord that we claim to follow, how will his teachings impact our politics? Thanks for tuning in today. I look forward to seeing you at church. Have a good week.